My name is Steven Ziegenfuss. I'm a mechanical engineer, and aside from that, I build electric guitars and basses. What got me interested in building guitars was essentially that I was playing a very expensive bass that I fell in love with and didn't really have the money to buy it, so I figured that I could make it for a lot cheaper than what I could buy it for. I found out that that was not the case, and my first instrument was pretty much a total flop, but nonetheless it kind of incited a bug and really sparked a passion. And it kind of started, and a few guitars into the process, and I'm getting better and better with every build, and I absolutely love it, and I'm stuck. So, how does the guitar making process involve electromagnetism? Acoustic guitars and acoustic basses don't really involve electromagnetism, but as we think about electric guitars and basses, pretty much the entire, most substantial part of the instrument, the pickups, involve electromagnetism. As you guys are probably aware, electromagnetism, using a magnet with a magnetic field, then increasing that magnetic field and the response of that magnetic field using windings and charging those windings, electromagnetism. So how a guitar works, or how an instrument works, and how it involves electromagnetism is that each one of these cylindrical magnets create a magnetic field in the direction perpendicularly to the string. When we charge the winding, there's a copper winding around all of these magnets. When we charge that winding, it makes the rest of the electronic system very sensitive to changes in that particular magnetic field. So if you can imagine, when we charge that field, a certain baseline frequency is established. When we pluck a string, or when we play a string on an electric guitar, it vibrates. It's metal vibrating above that magnetic field, which is running perpendicularly to this string, as we can imagine.
Right hand rule.
The right hand rule, absolutely. So as it vibrates, it causes fluctuations in that magnetic field, which are then referenced to that base frequency that was established when we initially charged the coil. And those frequencies are then converted to sound using an amplifier. And that's how we have an amplifier. No, and that's how we have electromagnetism used in guitars and basses and things of that nature. Without it, you wouldn't have the. You have this without it. If we don't have our electromagnets turned on, we don't have them turned on. If we don't have our electromagnets turned on, we have nothing. The vibrations in the strings aren't picked up. But as soon as we crank up the power on those electromagnets, I recently moved to Michigan, and where I used to live, I had a nice workshop where I kind of got my feet wet in a lot of these processes. And moving here, I kind of had a little bit of a dilemma in that I had no place to work. So I worked it out with my wife, who was very gracious, and I just married 6 months ago, that she would give me this closet. And as you can see, this is my closet. It is 36 by 78 inches, but this is where I build all of my instruments. I got a few in process, and I've made a few, and I got a bunch more to do and stuff everywhere, but I love it, and this is where it all happens. I just kind of come in here, close the door, and try to be as quiet as possible.